Hello everyone and welcome to a very special vlog, and it is a trip reveal vlog. We're going to be telling you exactly where we're off to, what we've paid, what our plans are, and yeah, very excited. A lot of you have been guessing where we're going. A lot of people have said London.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said we're going to be flying to different places. So we will be revealing in this video where we are off to. If you're new to the channel, a big welcome. We do live here in Tenerife. So do make sure you hit the subscribe. As a lot of you know, we have recently bought a bar over here. We've been doing it up. I've been mad busy with the cars as well. So it's going to be a nice little break. Although we've just come back from Florida, we have been pedal to the metal since we got back. We've been doing like 15-hour days, non-stop, no days off. So we're going to be taking a little bit of a break. It did come up. It was a bit of a bargain in my opinion. Yeah. So we've gone for it. It's going to be some great content for you all as well. So, before we get started, where do you all think we're off to?
Oh, I know some people, a load of you guessed, and one or two have got it right so far.
One or two of you did get it right. So, we are off on a cruise. So, there we go. We are on a cruise, and we're going from Tenerife as well. So, it's a Canary Islands cruise that we're going on. I thought it was a fantastic option to kill a lot of birds with one stone. You're going to get to see a lot of the Canary Islands. You're going to get to experience a cruise. So I'm going to run through exactly where we're going to be stopping off, what we're going to be doing. But yeah, very excited. No flying, just straight to the ship from here in Santa Cruz, which is fantastic. So starting off with, a lot of you are going to ask who we're going with. We are going with P&O. So we're going on the P&O Azora. We're going to be boarding the ship on Friday. The ship stays in Tenerife for that Friday and also the Saturday. Yeah. So the idea with these cruises is that people are going to be flying in from other locations. They're not going to be flying in or going to the ships from Tenerife like we are. I'm going to come back onto that because it was a bit of a double-edged sword. We did get punished a little bit being here in Tenerife already. You'd think it would work in our favour, but we were punished a little bit with that. So yeah, the idea is that people are going to be flying in from the UK or the country, so you're going to enjoy a day here in Tenerife before the ship gets underway. So we board the ship on Friday afternoon, yeah, and then we do have the whole of Saturday on the ship here in Tenerife, and then we will be setting sail on that Saturday evening, which is going to be nice. Excited. It's going to be sailing. I think we leave the port around that evening time. It's going to be dark. I think it's going to be quite nice when we set sail. Yeah. Then we've got a full sea day, so a day at sea. We're going to get to explore the ship. We're going to be filming a ship tour, filming some of our favourite bits of the ship, our room, etc. Going through all of that. Then it's going to be our first stop, which is a place we've never been to before, which is Madeira in Portugal. I'm really excited for this one. My parents have been and they absolutely loved it. Yeah, Madeira, it does look. We've watched a lot of YouTube videos. We're definitely, hopefully, going to be doing those, I don't know how you call them, like the sledges, the ones that they slide down the road with you on, and the men drive it with their slippy shoes and stuff. It looks come very close to having an accident, but yeah, it looks super fun. So we're hopefully going to be getting off the ship, getting on the cable cars, and going up the mountain and coming down on those sledges. If any of you have been to Madeira before, do let us know what you did and what you thought of Madeira. I'm excited to see a bit of Portugal. It is, of course, where Cristiano Ronaldo is from as well. So hoping the weather isn't going to be too bad. That's the furthest stop we're going to is Madeira. Currently, it's looking about 15, 16 degrees. So not super warm, but I don't mind those sorts of temperatures. Little jumper on, and I think we're going to have a little bit of fun there. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited. Then from there, I'm going to have to double check actually, because I think we then go from there and we stop straight away again. I believe it's going to be Gran Canaria next. Let me just double check. So on our next stop after Madeira, we have a sea day. So we have another sea day after Madeira so we can relax again. And then we stop at Gran Canaria. A place where we've been and we absolutely loved. So we went to go back. Yeah, we went last year for just a day trip. Again, this is going to be just a quick stop, but probably hopefully going to go back to Puerto Mogan maybe. We loved it there, didn't we? Or Puerto Rico, somewhere in Gran Canaria. Again, if any of you stopped on these islands on cruises as well, let us know what you did. A lot of you may have been to Gran Canaria before, but if you've stopped on a cruise, it's a little bit different. So you're a bit more on a time schedule. So I don't know how long, for example, it's going to take to get from the ship where we are, where we dock, to get across to Puerto Mogan, if we're going to have a lot of time or not. The only disappointing thing that we've found so far with P&O, I'm going to go into all the details of what we've paid, etc. shortly, is that it tells you where you're stopping, but at the moment on the app, online, when you log in, even though it's just days away, it doesn't tell us what time we dock, what time we've got to be back on the ship, etc. So they make it very difficult to book excursions, to book trips. I think the idea is they want you to book with their excursions. They want to book, you know, they want you to book the P&O excursions.
But then again, it might be the clientele who like to book excursions through the cruise. So it might be like, we don't really want to fuss around with it because most people book with us anyway, or stay on the ship or stay close.
Yeah,
it might be a case of clientele. It's
made it a bit tricky. So we do stop at Gran Canaria, but I don't know what time we dock and what time we need to be back on to then see where we're going to be able to get to.
I'm sure we'll get that week's itinerary when you get
as soon as we get on the ship.
Yeah,
I think we will have a full day in each place. So recommendations for Gran Canaria, let us know. Then from there, we're going to be stopping actually in Lanzarote. Again, another island we've never been to.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting. A lot of you have said, get yourself to Lanzarote, you'll enjoy it, you'll see it. So we are going to be in Lanzarote the following day. Now with Lanzarote, we are going to be teaming up with Travel On World. They are going to be supplying a tour for us to go around the island, see different places. So a big thank you to them. We're going to be teaming up with Travel On, which are a leading excursion company over in Lanzarote. They do all the islands, but in particular Lanzarote. So we're going to be teaming up with them. And I believe we're going to have a private minibus tour. We can stop where we like. We've got the whole day with a nice driver, a nice minibus to show us around, show us different places. So again, recommendations for Lanzarote, everyone. Where shall we get the driver to take us? Where should we go? Where should we stop? What is the the most important thing we should see in Lanzarote? Do let us know. But that's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
And then that's the cruise over. We then stop and disembark back in Santa Cruz. It's a week's cruise on P&O Azora. Now, in terms of price, that's what you're all going to be asking me about. Now, this is where we got stung a little bit, but our friends didn't. So we are actually doing this cruise with our friends, with another couple, so you will possibly see them on the vlogs. We've been over and seen them in London and things, and they are coming over to do the cruise with us. So very excited for that. Now, the cost of the cruise, I do have it here. I thought for what we were getting compared to other cruises we've done, bear in mind, we didn't need to add flights and things on top. It was a very reasonable £579 each. That's for a week's cruise. Obviously, all your food is included. Drinks packages, we've not gone for. You can add those on. We're going to take a load of soft drinks and maybe some drinks on ourselves anyway in our luggage. So we haven't gone for a drinks package, but that's obviously all your food included. The standard restaurants are included and all those stops. That's for a standard inside cabin, so we've gone for the cheapest possible option. So £579 each, that came to a total of £1,158
That's less than
for a week.
€100 a day.
Yes, so for the two of us, 1,158. Now here's where we got stung a little bit living here in Tenerife and not living in the UK, because our friends have paid the exact same price as us, 1,158 for the two of them. However, they have their flights included. So they've got flights return from London with a suitcase, with seats for 1,158, which makes it an absolute bargain for them. Coming over from the UK, flights, cruise, all you can eat on the cruise, restaurants, transfers are included. 1,158 for them. So that's where we got stung, because you cannot remove the flights from the package. The cruise just includes the flights. You can't remove the flights from the price.
Yeah.
So we technically have paid for flights even though we're not taking them. So it's an even better deal if you're in the UK.
Yeah.
I think it's like a no-brainer. I don't know where you would find.
This price, you can get it a lot of the times in a year, can't you?
Yes, we looked through and there was a lot of cruises for this price. Now, the Azora, it's not the newest, fanciest ship, but it is still very, very nice. You're still getting a week's cruise in the Canaries, winter sunshine. They've got their flights. I don't know how else you'd get flights, accommodation for a week, all your food included for £1,158 for two of you. I think it's a fantastic deal with the flights.
And don't forget those ports. You don't have to spend any money on those ports. You don't even have to get off the ship. So again, you can keep it at that price.
yeah, if you don't want to, you know, you can get off and just have a wander around, get back on. You don't even have to get off the ship. Or you can, of course, spend a bit extra and do the excursions, which is what, of course, we're going to do. Content for the channel. We're going to have a lot of fun, do some different things. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that price. I think it was a great deal anyway, but with the flights included, if you're from another country, even better. Yeah. They're even flying with Jet2, so they're not even with a Ryanair or anything. They're getting Jet2 flights, a bag, 22 kilos, hand luggage.
Getting looked after, yeah.
The transfer, they're not actually going to be taking the transfer because we're going to pick them up. But yes, so I think very, very good price. I have then on top of that paid £107 for Wi-Fi for the week. That is important for me for what we do with the vlogging, also with work, staying in touch with work, emails, etc. It's important for me to have that Wi-Fi, so I have paid for that in advance. It was discounted. It was still £107 for the Wi-Fi for the week, but for me, that's what I need. We are going to also see about the possibility when we get on board. It's always worth an ask. You never ever know if these cruises are quiet, if flights are quiet, etc. It's always worth an ask. Is there any upgrades available? What is the price for those upgrades? So when we all check onto the ship, we're going to go to guest relations and say, any chance of an upgrade? How much are they? It could be a bargain. There might be no upgrades at all, or it could be really expensive and we decide not to. But it's worth an ask. If they say, yeah, we can upgrade you 150 quid each or something, it could very well be worth paying that little bit extra to get a balcony room. But for now, we're keeping it on that budget, the cheapest we can get on that ship, the cheapest way we can do the cruise. Yeah. But we are going to be looking for your recommendations. So in the comments, let us know if you've been to any of those places, if you've done this cruise before, if you've done any P&O cruises. Let us know your tips, your tricks, your highlights, your do's, your don'ts, because we will be keeping those in mind. Make sure you follow us along on Instagram. I'm going to be posting bits and bobs on Instagram and also on KnightStrider Tenerife fan group on Facebook. I'll be trying to get some vlogs out when I can, but it depends on the ship Wi-Fi, how good it is. But we're going to be filming lots of content, ship tours. Each of those stops will be a separate vlog, so we'll do a whole vlog on Lanzarote, what we got up to, a whole vlog in Gran Canaria. Might even vlog a little bit of Santa Cruz, the north side on that day. We're going to be up there. But yeah, very exciting. Looking forward to a little bit of a break, just getting away before we then come back and open up the bar and the madness begins and our winter season gets a bit crazy. So it's going to be a nice little break. Looking forward to bringing a little bit of different content as well. A lot of you want to see more Canaries. A lot of you want to see another cruise. We didn't really want to fly anywhere, so I think it was excellent value. It's the locations that people want to see and that we want to do. It gives us more of a taste of the Canaries.
And it's going back to old school cruising as well, which we haven't done. No,
it's proper traditional P&O we've never ever cruised with before, which are very English. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of English on board. I've got myself a nice suit for the formal night, so I'll be filming all of that. So it's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to it.
Am I, really.
Something a little bit different. I hope you were all excited as well, see some of those different islands and experience it on a cruise. It's a great way to, you know, some of these hotels are charging a fortune now. It's a great way to do your Canaries holiday, get that all-inclusive feel of a hotel, but you're on a ship, you're stopping at different places. Yeah. Particularly looking forward to Madeira.
So am I.
Even though it's going to be a little bit cooler, it might be a bit cloudy, it might even drizzle or something, but I'm looking forward to it, seeing something different. Hopefully doing those slidey things down. I don't know, I think that similar to bobsled, it's like a sledge thing, car. They do look quite fun, quite dodgy at the same time. We're going to be taking the GoPro, we're going to have the GoPro on us, we're going to be doing hopefully a little bit of drone footage as well, flying the drone. Well, yeah, very excited. Do let us know in the comments any tips or tricks. Make sure you follow along. I hope you're all excited. Friday, we will be boarding the ship. Follow along on Instagram. And you can also track where we are on the old ship trackers as well. See what we're up to. Hopefully the weather plays ball as well. At the moment, it's very hot in the Canaries. It's been a nice steady 27 degrees today. So still pretty warm. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm really excited. Cannot wait.
I think it's going to be really, really good fun. And we're going to enjoy bringing a little bit of different, you know, if we really enjoy the taste of Lanzarote that we get, then we can look at maybe flying there in future. We can get very cheap flights, cheap ferries as well across to there. So bring it on. I'm excited. That's going to be it from us. Hit the subscribe if you're looking forward to those vlogs. They will be coming up, so make sure you do subscribe. It's all completely free to enjoy on the channel. Hit the thumbs up. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and sail on. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.